They told you to limit coffee because it can disrupt sleep, raise blood pressure, interfere with medications, reduce calcium absorption affecting bone health, and increase dehydration risk due to its diuretic effects. They are not telling you the whole truth. What 80% of seniors don't know is that you don't have to stop enjoying your morning coffee. If you love coffee, you can enhance it with certain ingredients that are effective for muscle loss and sarcopenia. In this video, I will be sharing with you 8 of those ingredients. Number 8 is so effective that research shows it helps seniors over 60 reverse muscle loss in less than 1 week. What do you add to your morning coffee? Sugar, honey, syrup, milk? Let me know in the comments, and I'll help you choose the best option for your health. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel right away. Otherwise, you may never find it again. Let us begin. The first ingredient on the list is collagen peptides. Collagen peptides are short chains of amino acids derived from collagen, one of the most abundant proteins in the human body. These amino acids are essential for maintaining connective tissues, supporting joint health, promoting skin elasticity, supporting muscle repair and maintenance. One study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who were supplemented with collagen peptides saw a greater increase in muscle mass, an average of 4.2%, compared to a control group over a 12-week period. Adding collagen peptides to your morning coffee is simple. They come in powder form, dissolve easily in hot liquids, and are completely tasteless. Just add 1 or 2 scoops to your morning cup, stir well, and enjoy as usual. Let me tell you a true story that might inspire you. Robert M., a 72-year-old retired lawyer living in Ohio, spent over 45 years practicing law. Robert had never been one to follow health trends, but one morning while browsing through a health blog for seniors, he came across an article about collagen peptides and their role in muscle health. Skeptical but curious, he ordered a tub online and decided to try adding it to his morning coffee. To his surprise, after just 6 days, Robert noticed he could take longer walks without having to rest. Within a month, he said he felt like someone had given him a fresh start. Robert now shares his story with friends at his local senior center and encourages anyone struggling with muscle loss or sarcopenia to give collagen peptides a try. The next ingredient to put in your coffee that helps reverse muscle loss and sarcopenia is whey protein powder. Whey protein powder contains all 9 essential amino acids and helps fight sarcopenia. In fact, research shows that seniors who include whey protein in their diet can see significant improvements in muscle health. One clinical study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that older adults who consumed whey protein daily, along with light physical activity, experienced a 5.8% increase in muscle mass over just a few weeks. Whey protein powder is very easy to add to your morning coffee. Choose an unflavored or lightly vanilla-flavored version, and stir 1 scoop directly into your hot coffee. It blends well with a handheld milk frother or spoon and gives your coffee a light creamy texture without overpowering the taste. You can drink it as your first meal of the day, especially if you tend to skip breakfast or have a low appetite in the morning. Now, let me share a true story that shows how powerful this simple change can be. Linda S. is a 68-year-old retired bartender from Arizona. For 45 years, she worked on her feet, lifting, pouring, and moving constantly. After retiring, she slowed down, but soon noticed her arms weren't as strong and her legs began to feel unsteady. She tripped on the front step one afternoon and realized something wasn't right. Linda was frustrated. She didn't feel old in her mind, but her body was letting her down. One evening, she came into the hospital. The doctor told her to start using whey protein, and she started adding 1 scoop each morning to her coffee. By the 5th day, she noticed something new. Her arms didn't feel as tired lifting her laundry basket. Her knees didn't ache as much after climbing stairs. After a week, she was walking more confidently and even joined her local walking group again. Today, Linda says adding whey protein to her coffee was the best decision she made for her health. She still enjoys the same cup each morning, but now it's a cup that helps her feel strong and supported. Let us move on to the third ingredient on the list. Creatine monohydrate. Creatine monohydrate is a natural substance found in small amounts in certain foods like red meat and fish. It is made up of amino acids, which are stored in the muscles and used as a quick source of energy during physical activity. As we age, our body's natural creatine levels begin to drop, which can lead to reduced strength, slower recovery, and a higher risk of muscle loss. For seniors, supplementing with creatine monohydrate can help increase muscle strength, improve endurance, and support faster recovery. In fact, studies have shown that creatine is not only safe for older adults, but highly effective. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who took creatine daily while doing light resistance exercises saw a 7 to 8% increase in muscle strength over just a few weeks. Seniors can easily add 3 to 5 grams per day into their morning coffee. It dissolves best when stirred into hot liquids, and it has no taste or smell, so it won't change the flavor of your coffee. Let me share a real story of someone who made this change and felt the results. James T. is a 74-year-old retired hockey player from Kentucky. He noticed that his legs felt weak, and he couldn't carry groceries without stopping to rest. James didn't want to feel helpless. One afternoon, while chatting with his neighbor who was out walking, he asked how she stayed so active. She told him she had been adding creatine to her coffee each morning. She said it helped her feel stronger and recover faster after her daily walks. James trusted her, so he decided to try it for himself. He started adding 1 scoop of creatine to his hot morning coffee. After 10 days, James noticed a change. He even surprised himself by walking to the post office without needing to sit and rest halfway. Today, James calls his creatine coffee his morning power cup. He feels more independent, more confident, and says it gave him back the strength he thought he had lost for good. The fourth ingredient on our list today is L-leucine powder. L-leucine is one of the 3 branched-chain amino acids. Among all the amino acids, leucine is the most powerful at stimulating muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to build and repair muscle. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to protein, which makes it harder to maintain or grow muscle. This condition, known as anabolic resistance, is a big factor in sarcopenia. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who took leucine with meals showed higher rates of muscle protein synthesis compared to those who didn't. L-leucine comes in powder form and is flavorless, making it easy to add to your morning coffee. Simply measure 2 to 3 grams, stir it into your hot coffee, and drink it alongside a meal that includes some protein. It works best when taken regularly and combined with even light movement like walking or stretching. Let me tell you the story of someone who made this small change and saw real results. Martha C. is a 76-year-old retired teacher from Georgia who spent 35 years singing in her church choir. She loved standing and performing with her fellow choir members, but over time, she began to feel weak in her legs and arms. Standing for long periods became difficult, and walking from the parking lot to the church felt like a challenge. Her doctor told her she was dealing with sarcopenia, the natural muscle loss that comes with age. Martha didn't want to give up her place in the choir. One Sunday after service, she mentioned her struggles to a friend in the congregation. Her friend shared that she had been adding L-leucine powder to her morning coffee, and it had helped her feel stronger and more stable within days. Martha was curious. She did some reading, ordered a small jar online, and decided to give it a try. After 10 days, Martha noticed something had changed. She didn't have to hold onto the pew as tightly when standing up. Her arms felt more stable carrying groceries, and she even walked from the church parking lot to the choir loft without stopping to catch her breath. Now Martha says she feels like she got a piece of her independence back. She continues to sing every Sunday, and she encourages her fellow choir members to look into L-leucine too. We are moving on to the 5th ingredient on the list. MCT oil. MCT oil stands for medium-chain triglyceride oil, a type of fat that is easy to digest and quickly turned into energy by the body. It is usually made from coconut oil or palm kernel oil. Unlike long-chain fats found in most foods, MCTs go straight to the liver, where they are rapidly converted into fuel for both the brain and the muscles. One of the most valuable benefits of MCT oil for seniors is its ability to support muscle preservation, especially during times of fasting, illness, or low appetite. When the body lacks energy from food, it may begin breaking down muscle tissue for fuel. MCT oil provides a quick energy source that helps protect muscle from being used up. Studies have shown that MCT oil, when combined with resistance training or protein intake, can help reduce body fat and increase lean muscle mass by up to 3% over a few weeks. It also helps seniors feel more energetic and focused throughout the day. Adding MCT oil to coffee is simple and popular among older adults. It has a light, almost neutral taste and blends easily with hot liquids. Start with 1 teaspoon per day and stir it into your morning coffee. Let me tell you a real-life story of someone who used this method and noticed real change. Michael D. is a 70-year-old retired professional drummer from Michigan. For 45 years, he traveled the country with various bands, playing music night after night. Drumming kept him fit and active for most of his life, but after retiring, Michael started to feel the effects of slowing down. His arms felt weaker, and he struggled to carry his drum gear to small gigs or community centers. One evening, while reading a health blog for seniors, he came across an article that mentioned adding MCT oil and collagen peptides to morning coffee as a way to support energy and muscle health. He was intrigued. The next day, he ordered both supplements online and started his new morning routine. 1 scoop of collagen peptides and a teaspoon of MCT oil stirred into his daily cup of coffee. After just 6 days, Michael began to notice changes. His arms didn't feel as tired when practicing. He was able to carry his equipment more easily and felt more balanced while walking. He also said he had better focus and stamina during his practice sessions. Encouraged by the results, he kept going with the routine. Now Michael says his morning coffee is more than just a habit. It's part of his health plan. He continues to play drums for small local events and teaches young musicians in his town. He credits his simple coffee blend for helping him stay active and doing what he loves. The 6th ingredient we will be talking about today is turmeric with black pepper. Turmeric is a golden yellow spice that has been used for centuries in traditional medicine. Its main active compound is curcumin, a powerful antioxidant known for its ability to reduce chronic inflammation in the body. Inflammation plays a major role in sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. Curcumin alone is not easily absorbed by the body, which is why it is often paired with black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine, which can boost curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. This combination has been shown in studies to improve recovery from physical activity, reduce joint pain, and support healthy aging. One study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that curcumin supplementation led to improved muscle performance and reduced soreness in older adults after just 1 week of use. Now let me share a true-to-life story about someone who tried this simple addition and saw real results. Elaine H. is a 72-year-old retired caregiver from North Carolina. She spent 45 years taking care of others, patients, elderly neighbors, and family members. She was always the strong one. But after retiring, Elaine started to notice changes in her own body. Her doctor explained that she was experiencing sarcopenia and suggested she look into anti-inflammatory foods to help manage it. One afternoon, while watching a cooking show on public television, Elaine saw a segment about turmeric lattes and their health benefits. That led her down a rabbit hole of reading online articles and watching health videos. She learned that many older adults were adding turmeric and black pepper to their coffee and reporting big improvements in their energy and movement. Elaine gave it a try. She added a small pinch of turmeric and a tiny bit of black pepper to her regular morning coffee. She also added a splash of milk and stirred it well. She kept this up every morning without changing much else in her routine. By the 4th day, Elaine noticed something surprising. Her knees didn't ache as much when she got out of bed. Her hands felt steadier opening jars and folding laundry. She felt more like herself again. Encouraged by these small but clear improvements, she kept the turmeric coffee going and even shared the idea with friends from her local community center. Today, Elaine says she never skips her golden coffee, as she likes to call it. It's not just about flavor. It's about feeling strong, steady, and ready for the day. The 7th ingredient on the list is cinnamon. Cinnamon is more than just a delicious spice. It is also packed with health-supporting compounds that can be especially helpful for seniors facing muscle loss. It contains antioxidants that help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and support the body's natural healing process. One of cinnamon's most important benefits for muscle health is its ability to help regulate blood sugar levels, which plays a key role in how the body uses and stores energy. When blood sugar is balanced, the muscles receive a steady supply of fuel, making it easier to stay active, prevent fatigue, and recover after movement. For seniors dealing with sarcopenia, cinnamon can be a supportive tool that improves muscle energy balance and reduces the risk of energy crashes that lead to inactivity or weakness. It also helps reduce oxidative stress in the muscles, which can slow down the muscle breakdown process. Adding cinnamon to coffee is one of the easiest ways to enjoy its benefits. Just sprinkle about 1/4 teaspoon into your morning brew, stir well, and enjoy. It adds a pleasant warmth and natural sweetness, so many seniors find they don't need to add as much sugar. Let me tell you a real story that brings this all to life. Albert W. is a 69-year-old retired gas station attendant from Missouri. He worked at the same station for over 30 years, helping customers, lifting heavy boxes of motor oil, and standing for long shifts. After retiring, he expected to finally relax, but instead, he began to notice something wasn't right. His legs felt shaky, his grip was weaker, and walking across the parking lot to the store took more effort than it used to. Albert didn't know what that meant at first. One day, while picking up groceries, he stopped to chat with a younger man in the health aisle who was buying a bottle of cinnamon capsules. The man told him he'd read that cinnamon could help with blood sugar and muscle energy, especially for seniors. That evening, Albert did some research at the library and found several articles confirming the same thing. He decided to keep it simple. Instead of buying pills, he just added a small scoop of ground cinnamon to his morning coffee. He liked the taste, and it reminded him of his wife's cinnamon rolls. He also added a little protein powder and skipped the sugar. He repeated this routine each morning for the rest of the week. By day 9, Albert noticed he could carry his grocery bags from the car to the kitchen without stopping. His legs didn't feel as heavy, and he had more energy in the afternoon. He even got back to doing small repairs around the house, something he hadn't done in months. Now, Albert calls cinnamon his secret ingredient. He tells his friends that it's a simple change, but one that made a real difference in how he feels every day. The 8th and last ingredient on our list today is vitamin drops. Vitamin D is one of the most important nutrients for seniors when it comes to maintaining muscle strength, balance, and overall mobility. It plays a key role in how muscles contract and recover after use. Without enough vitamin D, muscles can become weak, coordination may suffer, and the risk of falls increases. Many seniors in the United States are deficient in vitamin D, especially those who spend less time in the sun or live in northern areas. This deficiency is linked to an increased risk of sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass and strength that happens with age. Low levels of vitamin D can also contribute to fatigue, joint pain, and reduced physical performance. Studies have shown that seniors who supplement with vitamin D3 can experience a 10 to 20% improvement in muscle strength over time, especially when combined with light movement or strength-building nutrients like collagen and protein. Now let me share a true-to-life story about someone who made this small change and saw big results. Rita M. is a 75-year-old retired gas makeup artist from Illinois. She worked for over 30 years. She spent more time indoors and noticed her legs were getting weaker. She struggled to rise from her chair and found it harder to carry groceries or take walks with her dog. At first, she thought it was just aging, but her doctor told her she had low vitamin D levels and signs of early sarcopenia. Rita didn't want to lose her independence. One afternoon, while flipping through a senior health magazine at the library, she saw an article about adding vitamin D drops to coffee. It seemed easy enough, so she stopped at the pharmacy on her way home and bought a small bottle of liquid vitamin D3. The next morning, she added a few drops to her coffee. She also added a scoop of collagen powder and stirred it well. She did this every day for the rest of the week. After just 3 days, Rita noticed something was different. Her legs didn't shake as much when standing up. She could get out of her chair with less effort. Her walk around the block felt easier, and she didn't need to rest halfway through. Now, Rita calls it her power coffee. She shares her story with her friends and encourages them to get their vitamin D checked too. For her, it was a small change, but one that gave her strength, energy, and a renewed sense of control over her health. Before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to remind you of something important. While these ingredients, like collagen peptides, whey protein, creatine, turmeric, and vitamin D, have shown real promise in supporting muscle health and reducing the effects of sarcopenia, this video is for informational and educational purposes only. Every person is different, and what works well for one senior may not be right for another. Please consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional before adding any new supplements to your routine, especially if you're taking medications, have health conditions, or are unsure about what's best for your body. Your health is personal, and getting guidance from someone who knows your medical history is always the safest first step. Stay informed, stay curious, and most importantly, take care of yourself. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these ingredients before? Do you have questions about muscle loss or staying strong as you age? Drop them in the comments. I read every one, and I'm here to help. And if you don't want to miss more simple, senior-friendly tips like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. That way, you'll never miss a video that could help improve your health and quality of life. Let's stay strong together, one cup of coffee at a time.